He said if I wasn't careful, I'd end up in the river like my husband. Those were his exact words.
Are you sure he didn't just mean it as a warning? You know, like, be careful about throwing accusations at the wrong people?
Toni, Kim is the wrong people. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, maybe he's not Citizen of the Year, but he's trying to help you. He's one of the good guys.
He was threatening me. Now, listen, he said that I would die the same way Rangi did. Now, how would he know that if he wasn't involved?
He got it out of the papers?
Oh, right, one tiny little paragraph where Rangi's name wasn't even mentioned.
But I told him, remember? So he'd help us, and he has.
Why are you finding this so difficult to get through your head? Kim is a nasty piece of work, and I know
You don't even know him.
Neither do you. And you've got to admit, you're not thinking with your brain on this one, girl, are you?
Oh, what, I'm blinded by lust, am I?
Yeah. It's the only explanation for why you were refusing to listen to reason.
Why don't you try listening to reason? If Kim was involved in Rangi's death, he wouldn't even have let us in the door in the first place. He wouldn't want anything to do with us. And he certainly wouldn't be sleeping with me at the house where Rangi's widow lives. Think about it.
I have thought about it, Toni. Kim is Hayden Lowe's hired thug. Now, listen to me. Rangi took out a loan. He could not repay it. So Kim went after him.
Stop and listen to yourself.
He had Rangi's gym bag. It all makes complete sense.
No. I'm sorry, but no. I understand you need someone to blame, but Kim's not it. The fact he knows the loan shark, it's just a coincidence. Trust me on this one.
I'm going to the police.
Donna.
So here's my problem. Judy's leaving us.
Correct. She's only here to smooth the transition process once we're open again.
I know. Meanwhile, where's Kate? Her 2 weeks of leave are up, but if she's not ready to come back...
You think she'd have been in touch, wouldn't you?
What's wrong with her anyway?
Well, that depends which rumour you listen to. Judy agreed she needed time off, and we left it at that.
Gee, not even a note from her mother. If I'd known it was this easy to skive off, I would have taken to my bed days ago.
Hopefully she's dealt with whatever it is. She's a good D.O.N. when she's on form.
Hard to replace, especially at short notice.
Point taken. I'll give her a call.
I've tried 3 times. Answer phone.
Oh, have you asked
Not in.
Oh, Victor should be here.
What can I say? He hasn't got a note from his mother either.
Mind leaving us alone? Are you? Well, sends his love. Got off all right this morning. Bunch of nerves, of course. And Tamsin will be gone by now, too. They were both in the clinic yesterday, saying their goodbyes. Made for each other, those two. But you couldn't tell them that, could you? Oh, big reopening tomorrow. Everyone's flapping around like blue-ass flies trying to get the place shipshape. It's pretty full on. And don't worry, it'll be running like clockwork by the time you get back. And if it's not, you can blame Judy Brownlee. You'll be back in amongst it soon, babe. A couple of days rest and you'll be all set. Please, Kate. Talk to me.
Do you want any more coffee?
No, I better go.
Well, aren't you going to eat that?
No. There you go, little man. Be good.
Oh, he's always good, isn't he? Hey?
I'll come back home after the lunchtime rush. You can slake off for a couple of hours.
Yeah, what about setting up for the evening crowd? I know that Fergus never had a
Fergus
spare.
couldn't organise his way out of a paper bag. The way I'm doing things, I'm going to have heaps of time to spend with Lucas. Promise.
Oh, well, okay, but I know how things can creep up on you, so don't
Be
worry
back
about...
round 2, okay? See ya.
Okay. Bye. Bye. She's wait, Diddy. Wait, Diddy.
There's some big names on this list.
Aren't they just?
You sure they're going to front up at such short notice?
The names wouldn't be there if I thought otherwise. Relax, Chris. I must have organised 1,000 of these charity things. It's going to be wonderful.
Well, if last night's little do is anything to go by, I'm sure it will be.
Actually, I've got another little do up my sleeve for this evening, if you're interested.
I might be.
Just a little cocktail thing on a friend's yacht. I want to soften them up before we sting them for all they're worth.
And you need me for that?
No, but I could use some intelligent company.
Well, I'm willing, but am I available?
Sorry, love. Here's the fax from Patricia Hewitt you were expecting.
Thanks, Barb. Media schedule for tomorrow's opening.
Problem?
No, just, more interviews than I thought. Is 5 o'clock any good to you?
Perfect. You will go home and change first, though, won't you?
Working on island time now, Donna.
I'm sorry.
Your break finished 15 minutes ago. That's a new record for lateness, even by your somewhat slack standards.
Right, well, I was at the police station. I had to give details about Rangi's death.
I see. Well, in future, a little advance warning would be appreciated. There are procedures for requesting time off.
Yeah, no, I didn't think. I'm very sorry.
Those need returning and their stock to go to ED. Hop to it.
So what did the police think?
Well, you'd be pleased to know that Detective Freeman thinks that I'm mad too.
Did he say that?
No, but he won't reopen Rangi's case. He says that all I'm bringing him is speculation.
You showed him the false IDs, though?
Yes, I did, Toni. I told him everything. And he just brushed me off. He reckons if Rangi was in deep with the loan shark, then it just adds more weight to the suicide theory.
Which it does.
No, it does not. Toni, I am so close to the truth. It just means I'm going to have to keep looking.
What for?
Evidence. Evidence so indisputable, they're going to have to reopen Rangi's case.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, come in. It's about Kate.
What about Kate?
I'm just wondering where she's at.
Well, shouldn't you be asking her that?
We've tried, but there's no answer.
No, there wouldn't be.
Look, I'm trying to finalise the staff for the next few months. She's kind of central to that equation.
We need to know what's going on.
Well, Kate hasn't been well, but she's getting there.
Am I allowed to ask what's wrong with her?
That's confidential.
Okay, but I may need to talk directly to her doctor. If she stays away much longer, she's going to need a medical certificate.
I'll pass that on for you.
Victor, I don't want to intrude. I just need to know when Kate will be back.
Yeah, I realise that, and I wish I could tell you.
Well, what are we looking at? Days? Weeks?
Months?
Something like that.
Years, decades. She's coming back, isn't she?
Well, when she's fit to, yes, not before.
Kate is a good D.O.N.
Worth waiting for, I would have thought.
But we can't wait forever. She needs to know that I don't want to replace her, but I may have to.
I used to think Toni had a few more clues, but this guy's really put one over on her.
Yeah, I know. You should have heard her excuses when I told her he threatened me.
I have heard them. Didn't she tell you? He threatened me too.
What?
Not quite the concrete shoes in the river routine, but he made it pretty clear I should keep away from Toni or else. I tried to warn her to keep away from him.
Yeah, I don't believe that. She never mentioned it to me.
Well, she wouldn't, would she? Might all start to add up. A woman's dating a psychopath.
She doesn't want to know about it.
The scariest part was how well he covered when she came back in the room. Went from this menacing thug to a vision of niceness. Now, that really freaked me out.
Matt, look, we have got to do something about this. Before she puts a foot wrong and he turns on her.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. We've got to catch him out. You know, we've got to get proof of his dodgy dealings.
Well, I wouldn't know where to start.
Hayden Lowe's office.
The loan guy?
Yeah, there might be something in there that connects him up with Rangi and Kim. And...
Hey, you're not suggesting we break into the place.
Or Kim's apartment.
Donna. You're talking criminal activity here. Not to mention there'd be alarms and quite possibly a couple of Kim clones more than happy to rearrange our faces. No, thank you.
I don't know. What are we going to do?
Something a tad more soft-footed.
Like what?
You're asking me to spy on Kim.
Toni, you are the only one who can get close to him, get him to open up and talk.
Yeah, and when we do, it's not about you, Donna, or Rangi, or Hayden Lowe, or any of that stuff.
Yeah, but it could be. We just turn the conversation. And all you got to do is wear a wire for one night.
Oh, and that's another thing. What makes you think stuff like that happens outside the movies? It doesn't.
Right.
It's nuts.
Okay. So why do you think hidden tapes and microphones are so readily available?
They're not.
Yes, they are, girl. All you got to do is pick up the phone, give your credit card number, and everything you need is delivered to your door.
That's weird. That is totally
It's a
weird.
done deal. The courier pack will be here within an hour.
Donna!
I am serious about this, Toni. I need to find Rangi's killer.
Fine. But you're looking in the wrong direction. Kim hasn't got a violent bone in his body.
Well, if you believe that, then prove it. Wear a wire and get his innocence on tape.
I don't need to prove anything.
Or maybe you're too afraid. In case you find out the truth.
So, it seems we'll need to find someone to replace Kate for...
Well, it could be months.
Right.
You don't seem surprised.
Well, let's just say that Kate wasn't the person I remembered.
Meaning?
Simply that. But how can I help?
Matt McAllister has stood in for Kate before. What's your opinion of him?
He lacks maturity.
Not D.O.N. material.
Not in my book, no.
Which doesn't leave us a lot of options. Either we advertise for a long-term temp...
Hardly the best way to kick off.
Or we get down on our knees and persuade you to stick around.
Well, it's not me you have to persuade, it's Patricia. I just go where I'm sent.
But you'd consider taking the position?
Sorry, Patricia Hewitt is here.
Oh, thanks, Barb. Show her in. Well, do you want to ask her or shall I?
Oh, I think I'll let you do the talking on this one. Quite keen to hear how badly you need me. Look how small it is.
All the better to spy on you with, my dear.
It must be so sensitive.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Donna, I need to talk to you.
And we need to speak to you.
We?
Yeah, Matt's helping me. We've got the stuff and...
I can completely understand why you wouldn't want to do it. It's risky going after a thug like him.
Shut up, man. I've changed my mind. I'll wear your stupid wire just to prove how wrong you are. Hand it over.
There's an instruction booklet you should know.
Yeah, to make sure thicko Toni knows the on button from the off. I'm getting changed now.
The eagle has flown. Go.
Hey, Donna.
She's on an urgent mission.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You owe me the phone bill today.
No, no problem.
I'll take cash, cheque, credit card, your firstborn.
How would you like to do me a little favour? It's about Rangi.
Sorry to land you with yet another crisis.
Par for the course in this job.
You could have mentioned it sooner, though.
Well, I only found out this morning. So when can we expect a decision?
I'll give you an answer as soon as I can. I warn you now, it may not be the one you're hoping for.
Excuse me, can you just check this before you go?
I'll get back on the floor.
Seating arrangements for the opening ceremony.
Seems fine. You might want to run it past Victor, get him to check it for Maori protocol.
I'll do that.
You did get my fax, didn't you?
Ah, yes, the media schedule.
You're going to be a busy boy, aren't you?
So's Victor. I was surprised to see the amount of interviews that he'll be doing.
Really?
I thought I'd be taking the brunt.
Well, I thought I'd do you a favour by spreading the load. Not complaining, I hope.
Can I help you?
Yes, tell me where to put this.
What is it?
My work.
Where were you heading when you got lost?
I'm not lost.
Well, I think you might be. This is my office.
Yes, but I need a place to make some last-minute arrangements for the charity ball.
And?
And Chris told me you'd be happy to share.
Did he really? He knows me so well. Well, if you can find some space, go for your life.
Look, you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I said I would, so I will.
Just watch that he doesn't cotton on, you know. If he thinks you're trying to trap him...
I know what I'm doing, all right? Anyway, I'm not afraid of him. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I almost hope you're right.
I am right. By the end of this evening, everyone will know it, and I can get on with having a private life. There. How do I look?
Well, you'd never know.
Good. And if you don't mind, I've got a date.
Toni? Just be careful, eh?
Didn't I tell you? Sorry.
Not high on your list of priorities, I'd imagine.
True. Anyway, you'll be in Barb's office finalising the ceremony.
I will be now.
Well, that's sorted then.
Thanks, Rachel. I'm feeling quite at home already. Oh, Chris, you'd remember Sebastian and Tilly Marlowe, wouldn't you?
Oh, Sebastian Marlowe. I haven't heard that name for years. Don't tell me Tilly Montgomery finally dragged him down the aisle.
He claims he went quite gladly.
Well, perseverance pays off. She was chasing him in school.
Well, they'll be at the ball. Looking forward to catching up with you.
Hey, you're not turning this thing into a school reunion, are you?
Hell no. I usually avoid those people if I can. But we have to go where the money is, though, don't we?
Would you mind casting your eyes over this? It's my handover speech for the ceremony.
Sure.
Hey, it's about time.
No, it's a great time. My lunch hour.
That's why I'm here.
Let's go.
There's no change? Okay, tell Kate I'll come and see her this evening. Thanks.
Can we discuss the standing nurse drug protocol? I've made a few changes, but I really need a yay or a nay from you.
Look, not now.
I'm trying to make your life easier, Doctor. All the changes have been made with the community clinic in mind. I'd really appreciate it.
Look, I said I'm busy.
Aren't we all?
Look, sorry. Give it here. I'll try to look at it later.
How's Kate?
You know, I'm getting sick of hearing that question. If you cared how she was, you'd have called her yourself before now.
Oh, I've tried several times. She doesn't seem to be at home.
No.
There's something I think you should know, so I've cleared it with Patricia that I could tell you.
Tell me what?
I've been offered Kate's position as D.O.N. Long term?
Well, that's not what Warner said this morning.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. Patricia confirmed it this afternoon.
I see.
Well, if Kate can convince us that she's ready to take over again...
No, she's not.
I didn't want you to hear it from someone else. I'll try Kate this afternoon.
Let me.
I'm sorry.
Toni, babe. You look gorgeous.
Thanks.
Come on, I'm double packed.
Where are we going?
Casino. A couple of drinks, play a few pokies, grab a meal. What do you reckon?
Sounds great.
Let's go. What's up, baby? Good tense.
Oh, sore back. I think I pulled a muscle at work.
Well, you've come to the right man. Give you a rub later, eh?
I've met some charity queens in my time, but Samara is even more full of herself than most.
Oh, come on. You've got to give her some credit for what she's done.
Yeah, credit and 10%.
What?
Standard rate for professional fundraisers. Don't look so shocked.
But you said she's rolling in dough.
Yeah, it's her job.
What, charging charities and public organisations to collect money for them? That's obscene.
Oh, what's obscene is the way Chris is fawning all over her, and I have to watch it.
A little bit more notice next time, eh? Yeah, whatever heard you the first time.
Hello, Waverley speaking.
Hi, Wave, it's Nick. Sorry, but I'm going to have to stay on at work. One of the useless casuals called in sick.
Oh, that's cool.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. What else was I going to do?
How's Lucas? Is he missing me?
Not at all.
Well, I mean, I know that he'd rather be with you, but I'm sure he'll manage until you get home.
As soon as I can. Thanks, Wave.
Okay, bye. Oh, your daddy's going to be a little while longer yet, but we don't mind, do we? No, because Auntie Wave had nothing to do anyway, and she'd miss you too much. Yes, you would.
Thanks for lunch. Do you want to check out that movie I was talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Kickboxing and subtitles. I'm not sure that's my sort of thing.
We'll choose something else then.
Okay, but I'm warning you, it'll be something silly. That's all I'm good for at the moment.
Well, as long as it's not set in a hospital.
No kickboxing nurses then. And no soppy movies either. My tolerance level is way down.
I'm with you on that one. When are we going?
After we've got this place open again, I'll be needing some minor escapism by then.
I'll hold you to that.
I wish Toni had a cell phone. At least we'd be able to call her, you know?
Darn. Didn't think of that.
Do you reckon she'll be all right?
Yeah, of course she will. She's pretty resourceful.
Yes, she is.
I got news.
Tell.
My mate hacked into the police computer system, found the name Kim Jeffrey Tidal.
Yeah, that's him. And?
And he's got a criminal record, including one conviction for assault on a female.
I'm in the money. I am in the money.
$20, you hardly break the bank.
What do you mean?
What?
Just thinking
About?
about how lucky I am being here with you like this.
Compared to who?
Donna?
Not the grieving widow again.
Exactly. She's grieving, and I'm so...
So am I, baby.
It's this whole Rangi thing. The not knowing.
Don't look at me. All I know is this guy had a flexor tendon injury and a stack of debts he didn't want her to know about. Maybe the heat got too much.
The heat?
Yeah, to the guys he owed. Like I said to Donna when she showed up at Hayden Lowe's, I hope he's not the first bloke to get himself into more debt than he could handle.
So you think it was suicide?
Well, the police aren't exactly the brains of the world. But yeah, this time I think they're right. Not that your mate wants to hear that. And she gave me a hard time.
I didn't even realise you worked for Lowe.
Yeah, just helping out, collecting money and stuff, no biggie.
Right.
Look, I know your mate's strung out, and that's fair enough. She's having a tough run. And her husband was okay, as far as idiots go. This is our time, baby. Just you and me. So what say I turn on that spa bath, we'll warm up that sore back of yours, and I will give you a long, lingering massage.
Yes, please.
Okay.
What the hell is that?